YouTube family, what's up? Out here enjoying this wonderful day, running a couple of errands. I want y'all to take a look down real quick. Y'all see this? See my t-shirt? You can't afford it. Abbord It. I've had this t-shirt for a few years. And and I know with all the talk about women's reproduction rights and all of that, well, that's being pushed by the liberal Democratic side because they don't have any other policies to talk to the Democratic voters about, specifically black people. All they want to bring up is Trump is a racist and Democrat, or what's this? Women's reproductive rights. Like that's a real issue. Neither here nor there, I guess. The reason I'm doing this video is to share with you all the motivation behind my t-shirt. I put this t-shirt together about maybe 2-3 years ago, maybe a little longer than that. I've had it a minute. And what motivated me to make this t-shirt, and I've said it on my social media as far as like this statement, if you can't afford it, you know the rest, is because it's all about black children. We talk about the numbers of how many have been aborted. Over the years, more than 20 million black babies have been aborted by black women. I get that part. But my concern is about those who are alive. And 77% of black children are born to single motherhood. And we know the statistics on single motherhood. You know, they grew up in poverty. They grew up in bad neighborhoods, poor schools. They're more susceptible to crimes being committed against them as far as childhood rape or molestation, going hungry, and all this kind of stuff. It's a hell of an existence. And you know, in my frustration, or deep concern about how black children are brought here, for the most part, of course not all, but for the mass majority of black children who are being forced to grow up in the hood and in the ghettos of America. Because the parents or the woman, because men don't get pregnant, because the woman decided to choose poorly reproductively. And so the poor children, the unborn children who can't pick their parents, who can't pick whether they want to be born poor or rich or privileged. They can't make those choices. So that means that the people will get pregnant. You know, these ladies, when they get pregnant knowing that they don't have transportation, knowing that they're poor, knowing that they're homeless, knowing that they're on drugs, knowing they don't have a roof. I mean, they're same as homeless, knowing that their situations aren't the greatest, but they still choose to get pregnant by men who are not going to be there, or males they meet casually. And so, most importantly, too many of them choose to deliver babies without the child and given the luxury of having a decent, appropriate father. And so, and my frustration is seeing so many black children having just really the life just sucked out of them. You know, every baby, when they're first born, pretty much they have a clean slated life. Their eyes are beautiful and pure and wide open, and their souls are pure and beautiful, and you know, they're brand new human beings. So why wouldn't we think about that when we decide to conceive? But people don't think about that. They don't think about as babies being human beings. And then your only excuse for when the child comes to you later on and say, damn, why we grew up poor? Mama, why do I have to be poor? Why do I have to live in this messed up neighborhood? Why do I have to go to this ragged ass school? Why do I have to, why do we have to be like this? And her response is, well, at least I ain't abort you. At least I had you. That's not a good excuse for any woman that's ever said that. You're a piece of shit. You're a lazy bum. That's not what you're supposed to tell a child who expresses his or her legitimate complaint about their existence because you chose to reproduce poorly. And so this t-shirt came about. I was like, hell, look, ladies, if you can't afford it, abort it. Simple as that. And a lot of times being able to afford is not just financial, which that's a huge part, but also if you're not mentally able to afford it, emotionally not able to afford a baby, don't bring it here. I don't like that. You know, we're gonna have to do better. Rico, if that's the case, well, nobody be parents. I'm sure the unborn will appreciate that. You're also busy thinking about your damn self and not about children. And the first thing you want to do is look over at somebody else who are over 25 or who are over 30. They don't have any children. You're wondering what the hell is wrong with them. Nothing. Could it be that that population actually respects the unborn and decides not to bring them into their life, what they're trying to do? Some people like to travel, or they don't come home late at night, or they believe they understand the hell. I don't have to have children to make me a whole human being or to make me a whole person. You know, but it's like the people that have them, y'all having these kids in the worst goddamn situations, and I don't like it. So that's the motivation. That's the motivation behind my t-shirt. If you can't afford to abort it. Well, Rico, what about if the father wants the baby? Well, if they could have it in a situation where fathers do want them, that'll be awesome. But 7 times out of 10, they have a situation where a lot of times the dude don't even know she even pregnant, or she doesn't tell him, or it's just a one-night stand. He moved on to the next conquest. That's why those of you who claim you love the Lord and claim you go to church and have all these goddamn religious boundaries and all that, that's why it's important for unborn children who don't know anything. They come out of university, somehow you get pregnant. I mean, when you get pregnant, they make it here on the planet. It is incumbent upon you to make sure they have the most comfortable, the most loved, the most secured and protected existence. And it's not about you. When we decide to bring a human being here without his or her permission, it's no longer about you. It's about that human being who you decide to bring here without your damn permission. And don't no baby want to be born to no goddamn teenager, no drug addict, no prostitute, no chick who getting her ass beat in a relationship. No baby wants to be born to that. Someone who's homeless on the street, you having sex with other homeless dudes. No. No baby wants to be born to an absent father, or a father in jail, a father in a gang, a father on fucking probation, can't hardly work because he got so many probation fees and requirements. No baby wants to be born to that. Yes, I'm speaking for the unborn. Because when they get here, they realize, damn, I didn't sign on for this shit. So, and to you anti-abortionists out there, you know, y'all want to convince women to have have him. He deserves to live. He deserves the right to live. Choose, have the choice to bring him here, bring the baby here. I want to ask you anti-abortionists, anti-abortionists. Whenever you're able to convince a woman to not go into Planned Parenthood or wherever her private doctor, wherever she goes to, and she decides not to terminate the pregnancy, how many of y'all actually step up to help her take care of that baby? How many of you step up to be babysitters or uncles or aunties? I'll wait for your answer. I'll answer for you. None of you. You're doing that because out of your own goddamn ego. I had another one. But then you don't follow up with what's going on with her after you convinced her out of shame and religious shame and moral condemnation. You need to have your baby. You don't know. You know, y'all need to shut the fuck up too. You anti-abortionists. Y'all shut up. Because I've never heard in history, or recent history since I've been alive, that y'all actually stepped up to the plate when y'all tell a young person, a young woman, teenager in her 20s, or in college or whatever, if you have your baby, I'll be there to. I will give you monthly stipends to help you along. You get on your feet. I'll babysit for you. We'll make sure your baby gets into a good school. I'm gonna help y'all live in a very nice neighborhood. Get you the counseling that you need. None of you ever said that. So that's what I'm saying. Y'all leave people the fuck alone because of your own ego and your own arrogance. Rico, what if the father wants the child? Y'all already know about this. Y'all know a lot of times when he expressed interest in that child, that's when she runs, damn near speeds up her gallop to the damn abortion clinic. It's the weirdest thing. She'd rather take the kid out than let the father have him. I'm telling y'all, we can't make this shit up. So anyway, I just want to give y'all the history behind why I have this t-shirt on and just share some other thoughts. I can go either way with it. My concern is the children, because children can't help nothing. They can't help themselves. They can't defend themselves. So when we get out of our own ass and start thinking about children, we'll start making actual, meaningful, responsible, respectful adult choices when it comes to children. Y'all be cool. It's your man Rico. The opinion is like, share, and subscribe. Go into my description box. I got my Cash App there, my PayPal. I have my little short story there. Check it out. And I'll talk to y'all later, okay? All right, hold on a second, y'all. Y'all be cool. Peace.